So today, Wednesday, September 12th, 2012, Apple announced the new iPhone 5. So like any big successful company would do, Apple first started out by talking about their numbers and how successful they are. So over 7 million copies of Mountain Lion have been sold. Between April and June of this year, 17 million iPads were sold. There is now over 700,000 iOS apps in the iOS App Store. And there's over 400 million iOS devices out there somewhere in the world. So basically, Apple is doing really well and they have more money than you. But now let's get to the new iPhone details. But first I would just like to start off by saying the new iPhone is actually called the iPhone 5, and I win bragging rights for the name. Ever since the iPhone 4S was released, I have been saying it will be called the iPhone 5 for one reason only. So that nobody gets confused. Us tech geeks, we know that this is the 6th generation iPhone, but your mom may not know that. So the reason they called it the iPhone 5 instead of the iPhone 6 or the new iPhone is just so that people who aren't as tech savvy don't get confused. And although that isn't the official reason, it's probably the most likely reason and the reason I think. So now let's start off with the specs of the phone. So the iPhone 5 will have a 4-inch screen. It will be 18% thinner and 20% lighter than the iPhone 4S. It does have a Retina display 4-inch screen at 326 ppi, which makes the resolution of the screen 1136 by 640. Now you will still be able to use old iOS apps that aren't optimized for the new 4-inch screen, but they will be letterboxed. So basically what this means is until the apps are updated to take advantage of the 4-inch screen, they will still be the small 3.5 inches. But the main apps that come installed on your phone and some other apps are already updated to take advantage of the 4-inch screen. And pretty much if you have any popular app in the App Store, I would assume that they would update their apps within a month. Now it also has a new feature called Ultra Fast Wireless. So basically what that means is that it now has 4G LTE. So thank you for putting 4G LTE in the phone, Apple. That is going to be awesome. And I know you Android guys have had that pretty much for the past 2 years, but it's just awesome that it's finally coming to the iPhone. The new iPhone also has a A6 processor, which means it will have 2 times faster graphics and CPU. Now the battery life on the iPhone will be pretty good. It will have 8 hours of 3G and 4G talk time, along with 10 hours of internet browsing. And it also has 225 hours of standby time. The camera also got updated. It's still 8 megapixels, but it now takes pictures at a resolution of 3264 by 2448. So basically it's a very high quality camera and it's going to look very good and probably better than some of your cameras you have at home. It also has a new feature called panorama mode. So if you guys don't know what a panorama is, basically it's a 360 view of pretty much everything around you. So you could take a picture of an entire room and it would just be on one picture or photo, I guess you could say. It also has improved 1080p video, which should look fantastic. You can now take photos while recording video, which is an awesome feature and something I will probably be using. And the front camera, called the FaceTime camera, is now HD. Not only that, but you can now FaceTime over cellular. They also have improved the mics on the iPhone. It doesn't have 1, it doesn't have 2, but it has 3 microphones. And basically the reason they're doing that is to prevent noise cancellation. It has better noise cancellation and stuff like that. Also, in case you're covering up one microphone on the phone, you still have 2 other mics that could pick up your voice. And basically more mics means better quality, and yeah, it's just better. Having more is better. That's just a fact at life. Not really. It also got updated speakers, so the speakers are actually 20% smaller now, but they are improved audio quality. And it also did get a new dock connector, so you can say goodbye to the 30-pin dock connector and hello to the new Lightning dock connector. It is 80% smaller than the 30-pin dock connector, and the cord it comes with is actually reversible, which is awesome. It features an 8-signal design, and for you guys wondering, they will also have a 30-pin adapter, so you can use your 30-pin cables with the new iPhone 5. So what's the price of this thing? The price is going to be the same. $200 for the 16GB version, $300 for the 32, and $400 for the 64GB version. Now, although I don't know the off-contract prices, I would assume they would be the same at $600, $700, and $800 off-contract. On-contract, it will be the $200, $300, and $400 price. So when can you pre-order this thing? Friday, September 14th, 2012. And the new iPhone will actually start shipping to your house on September 21st. So hopefully, if you pre-order on September 14th, you should get it on September 21st. And iOS 6 will be coming out on September 19th. One quick other thing, guys, that I forgot to mention. I'm sorry I have to film this fast, and I was filming this video fast because I have to go to a class, but there will also be a 2-color tone design. So basically what that means is that the iPhone on the back has a 2-color tone. So if you've seen the leaked images, it's basically the same thing. It will also be coming with new headphones called earbuds. Now, they spent 3 years in design on these things, and although they don't look the greatest, it's nice to have new headphones because I personally hate the Apple headphones that came with the iPhone. So the two things I didn't mention again was that the back of the iPhone will be 2 color tones. I'll have a picture of them on my face right now, but probably, as well as these new headphones called earbuds. Now, also at the events, they announced a new iTunes, a new iPod Nano, and a new iPod Touch. I will not be covering that in this video because, like I said, I have to go to class in like 2 minutes, otherwise I'm going to be late. But if you want to learn more about that, you can go to apple.com. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you will be getting the new iPhone 5 and what color you will be getting. I personally will be getting the new iPhone 5. Probably like a 90% chance I will be getting it. Color, I don't know yet. Leave me suggestions down below what color you want me to get. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. I do technology news all the time, including Apple news and Android and stuff like that, as well as Apple and Android videos, app reviews, and stuff like that. I was tweeting this whole event out on Twitter, so if you're following me, I'm sorry if I blew up your timeline. But for those of you guys who aren't following me, and next time you want to see what's going on in the event in real time, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I am at iAppleTech. But enough self-promotion. I gotta get to class, so I will see you guys later.